This is not a one-man organization. This is not a church. We're not some NGO there doing some crazy things. Like I said earlier, we're moved by the love of God. Because of who Jesus is to us, we want to make him known. So Adonai Partners is a network of professionals. Not necessarily all of us are professionals in the technical sense of the word, but we use the word professional to indicate that we are ordinary people being used by God to do extraordinary things. We work together without boundaries. We always talk about serving from both sides of the Atlantic. There are some of our team members in Africa, and then those of us who are on this side of the continent. And our goal is to serve people. We want to respond to human needs out of compassion and also from a holistic perspective. We don't just want to save the soul or heal the body. We want to save the soul and heal the body at the same time, if you understand what I mean. So we want to be holistic. We want to meet the human need from God's own perspective, because God made the human person, spirit, soul, and body. We don't want to respond to physical needs alone and just leave people to remain lost spiritually. At the same time, we don't want to save the soul and let the body rot in a slum. You get what I'm saying? So this is our philosophy of ministry. So we minister to the spiritual, physical, educational, as well as emotional needs of people. And our vision is that people from everywhere, from every ethne is a Greek word that means nations. People from every nation will come to a relationship with Jesus Christ. And that every child, regardless of where they are, will reach their full potential for the glory of Christ. So that's who we are. And our purpose is that we're like a bird that has both wings. Most times, most organizations are like a bird flapping with one wing, and the other wing is tucked away. We're both a mission organization and a development organization, and our goal is to bring people into a relationship with the Lord that is transforming. My values, but we minister to people everywhere, people from different backgrounds. We're committed to working with some of the most vulnerable people in the world. And of course, most of those ones are in Africa. Like I said earlier, our goal is human transformation. That's where we're aiming to. Serving people regardless of where they are, what they believe, regardless of their race, ethnicity, or gender. We want to make Christ known to them through words of preaching the gospel and acts of human kindness and human deed, by words and by action. So welcome to Adonai Partners, and we are looking up to God that this will not just be a one-time experience for you, because you have a place here. You have a place with us. God will use you to move us even greater. He's going to use you to enrich our lives as individuals and as an organization. So we do short-term missions with a long-term perspective. A lot of people just want to take that trip and add it to their resume and say, oh, I've been to Africa, and then they move on with their lives. That's not our philosophy. Our philosophy is that we remain engaged. You may not be able to go next year, after this year, but you're still engaged because your heart is there, because you want to be a part of what God is doing, transforming the lives of people. Regardless of what you do on the ground, your heart and the results are what brings honor and glory to God. So that's what we do, human transformation and bringing people to Christ. Our purpose is to honor the Lord. We're not there to project our own image, we're there to honor Jesus. and to show His love. And there's no amount, there's no limit to what you can do for God. If your objective, your motive is not to get a credit for it, you want God to be honored, He will do awesome things as you respond. So we want to see people brought to Christ from different parts of the world, but essentially we want to see those who have not had an encounter with Him, people who have not known Jesus. We want to see them come to faith in Him. They are referred to as the unreached people groups, or people who don't have an opportunity to know Jesus personally. So those are the ones that we focus on. And most of those people are in a place called the 1040 window. That's a technical word, but that's something. So that's it. What are you expecting on this trip? We need to manage your expectations properly. God brought me there not so much for what I can do for His people, but for what God is going to do in my life. That's that's a quote from one of our team members. What would you really like to do during this trip? We're going to talk about that now. What will be fulfilling for you? What will you see from your own perspective as this trip has met my expectation? We cannot give you any guarantee. The thing is that when we prepare ourselves, God moves in us and He moves through us. So let's speak up. Who wants to be the first to go?
So that it will spread and that people are still more rich people groups and it's progress, but we still have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, we still have a lot of work to do. That's what the word is saying. You can prepare a video and in 2 days, 50 million people will see the video. That's the world in which we live in. So it is a tremendous opportunity to finish the work of taking the gospel to those who have not heard. So I want us to understand this. I want us to see that what we're doing is it's not just you that desire to go on a mission trip. You are a part of what God is doing to make Himself known, to take His love to the ends of the earth. Is that clear to all? Okay. But we also need to be creative. We need to ask ourselves, what new frontiers are there that can take the gospel? And particularly as young people now, and as people who live in this age, in the age of Google, in the age of Skype, in the age of Facebook, in the age of Twitter, we have an incredible, tremendous opportunity to make Christ known in a way that no other generation have that opportunity. So I'd like to challenge us to begin to think creatively, what are we going to do about what we've heard? So you're going to face challenges as far as how do I raise my support, how do I get the money I need for this trip? That could be a barrier. But if you remember William Carey, if you remember Austin Tilland, several others, you will discover that there's nothing impossible with God. And our job is to find those barriers and remove those barriers and make Christ known.